guys, Maria Helen here. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I didn't post a video last week. I'm the worst, I know. I was just sick and busy. I've got a lot of exciting things coming up, by the way. So by the time this posted, it will be yesterday that I posted a giveaway, November 1st, and it goes until Friday. It's on my Instagram account, so make sure to go and enter that. There's a lot of super fun things that you can win, and honestly I wish I could enter the giveaway. Like, I organized it and now I'm feeling like I just wish I could win this stuff. So today's video, the throwback tag has been brought to my attention. Basically it's a bunch of like questions about your childhood and when you were younger, and I feel like my childhood was pretty weird, honestly, so I'm kind of excited about this. It's 10 questions. I'm gonna go ahead and answer them, and alright, here we go. What year were you born in? Starting with the heavy questions here. 1997. Do you have any pictures of yourself when you were younger? If you do, show them. This is the dumbest question I've ever heard. Do you have any pictures of yourself when you're younger? Nope. No cameras back then in 1997. Zero pictures. We just forgot to document my entire childhood. Yes, I have a ton of pictures. Here are some of them. They're pretty embarrassing. You enjoyed that. Alright, back to this. What TV show did you grow up watching? Okay, my absolute favorite was That's So Raven. I was obsessed with Raven-Symoné. I wrote her several letters when I was younger. She never replied. And I was also obsessed with Hannah Montana. I wanted to name my kid Miley. I really liked the Fairly Odd Parents, and then I really liked Zoe 101. Like, I wanted to be Zoe. I thought she was just the coolest person ever. Okay, what did you want to be when you were younger? I wanted to be a farmer. Like, I don't know. I was like such a little hick when I was younger. Loved animals and cows and being on the farm, and so yeah, my grandparents owned a farm, so I wanted to be a farmer. I don't know. What were your favorite toys to play with? My favorite was, I had one of those, like, not life size, but like kind of, for a kid it's life size, like Barbie Jeeps that were battery powered that I could ride around in. Like, I rode around the neighborhood in it, and that was the toy of my childhood. I felt so cool. It even had like a little CD player where you could like play these little plastic songs that were like 30 seconds long each. I don't know. I loved it. Oh, and then I also really loved my Littlest Pet Shops. I don't know if anybody else remembers having those, but they're like these stupid little animals, and I just thought they were like the coolest thing ever. Maybe it's just because I thought they were cute, but like, I don't remember what I used to do with them. Like, I did talk them to each other. I don't know. It's an embarrassing thing that you can remember doing. Well, I did so many embarrassing things when I was little, but one that really stands out to me is, okay, so quick story time. I was a new kid at a new school in 5th grade, and my mom was the principal. Okay, so like things are already like not going so well for me. Like, nobody likes the principal, and you know, I'm their daughter and I'm new, and so during the first week of school, I spilled a whole like mini carton of milk on my crotch, and the other kids started mooing at me and like asked me if I had udders, and I remember just like crying and going to my mom and like, you gotta bring me home, like, and my mom's like, I've got work to do, I can't bring you home. And I just remember being so traumatized by the other kids mooing at me, and it was really embarrassing. Okay, name 3 songs you used to love to listen to as a child. Okay, so when I was really little, I was obsessed with Little Orphan Annie. I don't know, super weird. So I sang The Hard Knock Life all the time. That was my jam. The Other Side of Me by Hannah Montana was my favorite. Me and my best friend Taylor choreographed a dance to that song in which we jumped and showed the other side of us, you know, like our butts. God, I don't even know. And then my other favorite was Complicated by Avril Lavigne. Like, I just felt like such a bad chick when I listened to that song. Like, it's just so complicated. What was one funny thing you dressed up as Halloween for when you were younger? Well, one year, I think I was maybe a fifth grader. I dressed up as Hannah Montana, and by the time that I was in fifth grade, like Hannah Montana wasn't cool. Like you were supposed to like Avril Lavigne and Nickelback, you know, and I still liked Hannah Montana. So I dressed up as Hannah Montana, and like the other kids were like, "Are you trying to be Hannah Montana? Like, do you like Hannah Montana still? Like, that's so lame." And I like was super embarrassed. I'm like, no. So I told everyone that I was dressing up as a blonde girl for Halloween. A blonde girl? Guys, I told you my childhood was weird. Something weird you used to do as a child. Okay, so probably the weirdest thing that I used to do as a child, I bet that nobody else watching this used to do this. I used to play what I called hillbilly Barbies. So, I can't believe I'm making this video. So I used to like pretend that my Barbies were like stranded up in like the mountains and they were hillbillies, and I used to talk to them with a southern accent, and they'd have like all these like weird problems like what are we gonna eat for the day? Oh my gosh, like wilderness. It was the weirdest thing. That's like probably the weirdest thing I used to do. Is I didn't like to play Barbie where like it was just a house and they had like the mom and the kid, and like no, like I played hillbilly Barbies. What was the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? Okay, so my uncle had this big like a second level to our barn, and after like harvest he'd stack all these hay bales up in there. And one time I was playing up there with my cousin, and so he had a hole cut through the second level that went down into the cow pasture so that he could like put hay down there, and you know, he wouldn't have to like, I don't know, haul it. He can just throw it down there. And the hay was stacked all the way up to the ceiling. So it's like the second level, this is like all below, and then the hay is like stacked super up all the way up to the barn ceiling. And I like fell and fell down into that hole, but I grabbed onto a bale on the top, and my cousin pulled me out. But I mean, otherwise I would have fell like 15 feet or so. I probably would have broken both of my legs because I was like a 7-year-old. So yeah, that was really scary. I could have like gotten really hurt, or, like died. I don't like ending with that question. That was sad. It was just like a downer. My other stories were like way more pathetic and fun. All right, so those are the 10 questions. Hopefully you learned a little something about how embarrassing and weird that I was as a child. I hope that was fun for you. If you have any other tags or videos that you'd like to see me do in the future, make sure to comment below. As usual, please subscribe and like this video, and I'll be back for a new video next Wednesday.